I'm a fault you now.
Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock. Can I get a rock? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit to whenever he's live. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a rock?
Because you can, and boom. Oh. I pressed a random button and it was the button for this. We offered Side Eye Guy's asshole up to the incubus / succubus. Nothing happened to his bumhole. I get brown and pink mixed up. Fuck off. No.
Happy
birthday, Mr. Beagle.
Ending in 10 minutes. Turkey battle cry. Beardo looks like a white Manchester team. A pit bull. CRL if you click that.
Oh, Beardo! Long chat, I was about to write in the top one job.
Give a shit when you shouting that out. What's my nipples got? Side Eye Guy. He's that posh. He's like James Bond, but with a sock.
Piss off, Ghost!
Granny Dumpling, I've already got it. I already got you. Piss off, ghosting. Glasgow Ghost Hunters, thank you for the 199. First one on the board. I appreciate you. Welcoming everybody. There's a lot going on in the community right now. And I ain't getting into it. I ain't doing it. I ain't picking sides. I ain't forming opinions. And I ain't telling anyone else what they should or shouldn't think. We're going to have a fun, usual Wednesday live. I'm going to have a couple of these White Claw hard seltzers. Because even on a diet, it's alcohol you can drink. So I'm going to have a couple of them. And we're just going to chill. Smash some buttons and make sure you hit the like button. And I'll be forever grateful and thankful. Catherine Lawrence for the 23 months. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate you. Beardo, you don't look so orange tonight. Yeah, I've toned down the camera stuff. I mean, even my hair looks less orange. Sorry, who was that? Catherine Lawrence, thank you. Yeah, I've messed with the colour settings and stuff because I look like Dayglow orange paint and I don't know why. So, recently, I kept getting people sending me stuff like, have you seen this crap? It was Barry Guy capturing a direct voice phenomena in a swimming pool full of people. So I'll just show you the image. There was like 8 people in this pool. And so many people asking me to mark it. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. I waited 24 hours. And then... Hey, Richard Larson, thank you for the 20 Swedish kroners of the rubber ducky tie. Still there. I haven't worn a shirt yet. Thank you, Richard Larson. Wilbur Rocks, thank you for the 1 month of being a weirdo. Appreciate you guys. Alpha Shahar, thank you for the 22 months. Something like that. At least Barry isn't wearing his vest, yeah. So, the write-up I pose, listen, I'm sorry to disappoint you all. I've been inundated of people expecting me to mock Barry Guy. for investigating a swimming pool. Well, I'm afraid I can't do that. What if the pool was in fact haunted? At least he was being safety conscious in case he strayed too far into the deep end. And then John Boy Patton, he stuck him in a rubber dinghy. And not to be outdone by John Boy Patton, help, my pool is haunted and I stuck a ghost shark in there. And Mrs. Geek took a sip of rum, sprayed it a little bit, and then went, "Oh, you're getting into so much trouble." Like it's banter. People have stuck dicks to the side of my head and everything when I shaved the sides of my head. Ah, you should have put a vest, a floaty vest. Hey, we'll do that later. Kaz Feb, thank you for the gifting. I really appreciate it. If you got that, please thank. Alpha with the 22 months. You get a ×2 there. ×2. Margaret Kieran with the €10. Thank you very much. Oh, I was so amused by it. I've had people inboxing me like, please mark it, please mark it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I lulled everyone into a false sense of security. And then bam! Ah, the comments have made me laugh. Ah, I've been asked to add a Veruca sock to him. I think he was already wearing one. Ah, there's just so much grief out there. I was like, fucking hell. Let's just have a laugh. Ah, pissed yourself laughing. Beardo YouTube Gmail do not like me between she, her, so had to get rid of it. Oh, she, her. I'm sorry, I called you. Oh, I did it right. She, her. Imagine that. I did put a normal shark after him. I didn't think of a ghost shark. John Boy, help, my pool is haunted. How did you miss that one? Hey, Folk and Fable, thank you for coming in. Obviously, we sent everyone over to Folk and Fable on Sunday. It was so good to see over 100 people at one point in there on his first video back. And now he's releasing the audio stuff that he's done. He's releasing that onto YouTube. So if you enjoyed Mr. Dead Cold's Tales, please go and check out what he's doing now with Folk and Fable. It's really enjoyable. So obviously I've been talking about getting into Welsh folklore myself. Justin, Justin will know, Paranormal Monkey Podcast. By the way, great show Monday. I was watching, but I was busy with other stuff, so I was in and out. Obviously Justin has authors and stuff on. Well, a lot of the folklore that I've picked up for this area, it's Possum Pete tired. He's just hanging about in the chair. He moves sometimes when I'm not looking. Honest. Where was I going? Yeah, so I wanted to do Welsh folklore. Well, I've been reading books by a guy called Graham Lovelock Edwards. Very good author, and he's a Welshman from the local area, writing sort of these books and stories of these hauntings and folklore tales down the coast. And I'm like, do I really want to go to these locations and then not get the story right? So I emailed the author of the books. I said, look, if I give you a shout out, can I read your passages about the folklore? Because otherwise I'll just bollocks it up. So if I hold the book up and say, please, there's a link to Amazon or whatever, and then I read it, because they're all quite short sections of each folklore tale, and then I investigate those tales, and, because like the Cap Coch tale is incredible, the serial killer in Wales in the 1800s, absolutely fantastic. And the fact that the hotel has proved to have been there means that potentially elements of that are true. So to go and investigate that, I think is absolutely phenomenal. And now to have his permission. So I've also said to him, listen, I'm going to meet that does Paranormal Monkey Podcast. He's had, and then I listed a load of authors off, and, it could be good for your book as well. So if you are interested, Justin, I'll pass your details on to him. Quirky Beard, thank you for the £5. You're looking good, Beardo. Yeah, I feel good today. So I've just seen Kev Kerr in chat. I met up with Kev Kerr this morning. We went for a coffee, obviously because I had his award. I was entrusted with his award because he was unfortunately working from Parameet. So we had like a 2-hour natter and a coffee. Lovely guy. I've always said Kev Kerr is a lovely guy. Quirky Bird, thank you for the £5. Sorry, I didn't put you on the board. I do apologise. Sounds good you're halfway through being a Welsh gnome anyway. Never mind Graham Lovelock Edwards, author. The Paranormal Monkey podcast is shit. So it was just good to have a catch up with the one guy I was asked more about than anyone else. It's like, where's Kev? Where's Kev? So he's working. Where's Kev? Where's Kev? And then I was asking people, well, where is Kev? But he was working, so it was really good to catch up with Kev, give him his award. Mrs. Geek, this is how nice my wife is. Mrs. Geek felt so bad that Kev obviously didn't get a round of applause and cheers and all the rest of it. That she got, do you know the bags you put like bottles of spirits in for people's birthday? She got him a congratulations bag with a little tack on it to put his award in, just so he didn't feel left out. Kev Kerr is recognised his name, but I can't place him. He does have a social media presence. He's the prelude to people like me. He's sort of after Kieran O'Keefe. Before me, he's a paranormal investigator, but he's worked for the likes of ASAP and the SPR. A very level-headed gentleman. He runs courses. He used to do courses on locations. You'd go to a location and he'd do like a ghost hunting, and he'd teach you how to avoid the false positives, how the equipment does work, how it doesn't work. I've learnt loads from Kev, and then when I took his beginner course about a year and a half ago, he was like, why are you coming here? It's like, A, to support you, B, I may learn something. And I did. The thing I took from there was, when you're walking around with your EVP recorder, he was like, just put a baby bath sponge down and then put your recorder on that. Eliminate the false positives, so holding it, squeezing it, your clothes rustling. And that's something I've taken forward and passed on to other teams that I've worked with and stuff. So, Waynesville rock music. Listen, mate, you can keep that football shite out of you like you can keep the drama out. Wayne, I'm just bitter because Wales are fucking shit at sport. Yeah, it was good to catch up with Kev. Just have a chat, and it was like there's only 2 hours parking in town, and I was looking at my phone like, fuck, have we been 2 hours already? John Boy Patton bored me up, Mr. B. Yes, sir, John Boy. If you obviously do want to know a little bit more about Kev Kerr, if you go back, well, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago on the Paranormal Monkey podcast, I think he's done 2. I think he did one on his own and then one as part of a group of people. I think Kev may even have been on this channel where we did a live about debunking and debunkers. Maybe. It's Jolene. Thank you for the 39 months, Jolene. Gotta be one of my first paid subscribers. Vicky Emming with the 6 months. Thank you very much, Vicky Emming. Jolene. Oh, who did that? Sorry, guys. Somebody's asked for it. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Oi, I've just seen that comment about the Welsh and sheep. Go and look it up. The only person in the UK that's ever been done for buggering a sheep is an Englishman. True story. I might have made that up. Screw you. Wendy G, thank you for the 5 months. Hello, Mama Geek. So, can you get a possum, Pete? Yes, you can. Hey, Laura, thank you. I appreciate that. I've had people are actually starting to notice when I'm out and about and stuff, which is good. Rose, hello. The Welsh would say that. Shut up, dickhead. Can I have a Mary? Yes, you can.
You all right? Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
Ryan and Susie, hello. Has Beardo been bathing in gravy again? No. I'm just tanned. You need to redo the backstreet. No, never, ever, 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 ever doing that again. Just to make you write Betty Swallocks on the board. Appreciate you, Betty Swallocks. Yeah, do you know what? Thinking about it, I'd like to have another round table with Kev Kerr, Paranormal Monkey, and maybe one or two others in the sort of investigation / debunking community, because people learn things from them. I mean, I speak to people in America that have heard of Kev. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. Can we all do a massive, massive happy birthday to Cassidy May, please? You know, this little shit that now lives on my magnet board. They sent me all the Backstreet Boys stuff. It's her birthday today. Cassidy May, you can have another one. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. So, Mama Geeka said I'm in the doghouse. When we doing our morning walks and stuff, I've got this thing where she's halfway through a conversation with me, and I'll suddenly cross the road, and if there's anyone around, I'll be like, I think that woman's lost, because she looks like she's talking to herself. It says birthday tomorrow. Oh, sorry, but I'm not live tomorrow. Today, I stepped it up. Me and my daughter went out shopping. I spotted my mother-in-law the other end of the car park. I shouted, "Oi, Mama Geek!" She turns, looks at me as she weaves, so everyone's looking at her. So I went, "How's your ass? Is it better now?" I've never, ever managed to make my mother-in-law go red before. My daughter drove us home, pulled up on the drive, and she stood at the top of the garden like, "You asshole!" Hey, Tattooed Laws, thanks for the £2. Big happy birthday to Cassidy May tomorrow. Ah. It's been an incredible day. Barry Guy in armbands shouting out, "How's your ass?" to the mother-in-law across the car park. It was a really busy car park too. Got to spend the morning with a friend of mine that I don't get to see as often as I'd like to. It's been a great day, you know. But at least my mother-in-law won't call me a bully. She just call me an asshole. My work is done. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, Cassidy May. She's so happy, but she can't keep up reading them all. You're all awesome. I'm glad she's enjoying it. She didn't tell you it's doing a K now after having a rugby team. Mama Geek, you've let us down. Well, I'll get you back when my shingles have gone. I'm proud of myself. Really, really proud of myself. Think she'll get me back, and then I'll have to up my game. I will have to up my game. Nobody ever wins winding me up. So, yeah, I watched Paranormal Monkey last night, but I was in the middle of cooking and then trying to sort stuff out for other stuff. And then, obviously, it's been announced that I'm going to be doing a slot at Spook and Spirit Fest up in Leeds in September. Really excited for that. Then they announced they were doing their own awards. I think they did them last year as well. So they were like, we are not picking nominees. The audience does. So I was like, right, just pick whichever one you think I'll fit. And then they put a post up not long later. We've created another bracket. Because 200, we've already had 217 votes in an hour. And then I got an email like, what have you done? And I was like, Mike helped. Can we get a Susie potato? A what? I don't know what a Susie potato is. Well, Annalise, good evening to you. She didn't tell you doing nothing up. I read that. Puma McGeek, the butt of those jokes. Looking for a bit while sorting something out, no worries. The guy was really good in Justin's podcast last night. I really enjoyed it, but I was unfortunately busy. I popped into the chat to say hello and then sort of did my own thing. Because I like to mock Justin. I really enjoy mocking Justin. But I don't want to mock him too much when he's got guests on. I normally drop one and then wait for him to side-eye the chat and be like, FX Paranormal? Yep. I think I saw B in here earlier as well. So that's going to be an awesome event. I know the tickets are selling quite fast as well, by the look of it. So I'd get your tickets pretty quick, because I don't know how big the event is. I've not gone there before. Vote for Beardo on the Golden Orbs Awards. FX Paranormal. Oh, there you go. Right, just so you know, they are not actually votes. It's nominees. So I can't remember exactly how they're doing it, but it's not getting counted votes. So you guys pick the nominees, and then I don't know if they count them or what. But then it goes into like adjudicators and all of that stuff, and then they look at what people have done for charity, look at what people have done for whatever nomination, and then there's a discussion, I think, or something like. It's not just a simple thing of Beardo's got 60k awards. He's going to win every award because 60k people have voted, which is fair. Buy my ticket tomorrow, hotel booked. I've bought my tickets and stuff and all the stuff for the weekend. I haven't got the hotel yet because I've already done for Parameet next year and paid for the hotel and stuff. I'm like, might have to wait until the July payout before I pay for anything else. This traveling around talking to people shit is getting expensive. Nothing but sympathy. But sympathy. Thank you, Jolene. Yeah, I just don't want anyone to think that they have to like spam it or anything, thinking that I'll get just because I'm a popular-ish YouTuber. New Bearded Geek picture in the Discord in funny stuff. Oh, dear fucking God. So I've got like a dining room table full of stuff that you guys have sent in again. There's something that's been sent, and I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be. What's it in? It's okay. I've seen Scooby-Doo. They can't swim. Beardo is the man. Thank you for the $5. If you're truly a Beardo support, then you need to donate. I'm sick of... No. No, that's not how it works. Thank you, Jolene. Popular. Have you read the GTI comments? I've read loads of them. I'm good not being popular with a bunch of idiots. Fuck them. For that many people to be like, we hate you, but we didn't watch your video. Yeah, it's not about that. If people donate 99 pence, a dollar, a pound, it doesn't matter. And it also doesn't matter if people don't donate. I try to read as many comments as I can. So if that is either Chris or Mark, or those guys from Mystic, knock it on the head, all right? Because we saw your little channel pop up yesterday with all the clips to make me and Mike look bad, stuff clipped out of context. And as soon as I commented on there and Mike mentioned it in his live stream, it disappeared because you haven't got the balls to argue with us. Don't fucking do it again. Give up. We haven't mentioned you for weeks. You keep mentioning us and going live. Drama, drama, drama. It's not drama. You're fakers. That's the end of it. It ain't fucking drama. You will never win an argument against us. I'm sorry to fucking say. Because we have this thing called the truth. We don't throw things. That's just rude. It was rude. The mods, I was halfway through reading it before I realised what was being said, but Jolene caught it as I was reading it, thankfully. What just happened? Don't concentrate on it. There's far too many people concentrating on other stuff. Just more evidence to add to the constant harassment. Yeah, they're lucky they deleted it before I could get into the metadata, because that channel was a year and September 2025 it was created, and I was just trying to get into the metadata when it disappeared. Mike James, thank you for the £2. Ban me, it's only £2. Mike, oh, thank you for the gifted membership, my friend. Appreciate you. Sandra, BPHUK with the 13 months. Cat's Feb with the troll tax. Thank you very, very much. Cat's Feb gets the times 2. Dee with the 15 months, thank you very much. I don't know what you'd pay to mock me or my audience. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've seen. How fucking stupid of you. You just wasted £5. Margaret Kieran with a €2 troll tax. Thank you, Margaret. You get a times 2. Angel, yes, I have. Sorry, Angel? Rose Delight ASMR. Were you Rose Angel at some point? Or was I thinking of food again? Angel Delight. Maybe. I've had a peek. There's like the corner of my table is full of stuff again. So there'll be another video on the second channel this week of all of the stuff you sent in. Now, what you sent me, I've got one. I'm like, I got one there and I got one over there, but they're smaller ones, so it'll go back there somewhere and be easily seen. John Tennant, thank you for the 20 months. Let's go. Good evening, Dandolph, World of Mr. Grey. Appreciate you. Hey, Dandolph, you'll be proud of me. Really proud of me. Alrara, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Donation troll 2. Megan, the troll tax, thank you. Yes, you can get a Negan. And PNC Parahistory troll tax, thank you. I've got your skin in COD. Let's go. Paid you AG with the 9 months, so I can't donate. I feel awful, but no, you appreciate it. It ain't about donations, paid you AG, but I appreciate you.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
There's PG, there's Echo the Dolphin, PNC and Alrar. So, I basically Ghost Theory this week had a premiere, and midway through they pulled the premiere and were like, "Oh, something went wrong with the upload. We've pulled it." And I had people emailing me like, "They're up to something. I bet they've fucked something up." Then I got an email yesterday morning, and then another one yesterday afternoon, and then another one this morning. You need to look at these timestamps because the third person has been captured. So I was like, right, fuck it. I'll record just blind. We look at these timestamps. Spaghetti alla Paranormale, Ghost Shark, you know what I mean? So I looked at the claim, and then I was like, that's not what people think it is. In fact, I can prove the exact opposite, that it's not fakery, that it's not... It's an audience misidentification. So I was like, fuck it. I don't get on with them, but they're getting called fake. GTI's Ghost Trip Investigation International, yes. So I should, by rights, put out the video saying that, no, this wasn't them faking. In fact, this is exactly what happened, and you've misidentified it because of. So they weren't at fault, it's just an innocent mistake. So I've done that. Then I looked through the rest of the video, and I'm like, well, this shadow figure isn't a shadow figure. And then I looked at the comments, like, Ghost Theory actually said exactly what that is. So I've done my job, I guess. Even if it's something that I'm not a fan of, I thought it'd be wrong of me not to put it right when I'm aware of it. Who knows? Maybe it'll smooth over the water. You know, it's not going to change what I think and what they think of me, but it's not about that. It's about the truth, right? So if I see people calling them fake and then I look at it and it's not fake, I know exactly what it is and it's an audience mistake, I should right that wrong, shouldn't I? BPH UK, thank you for the 13 months and the £2 troll tax. Iceman, thank you for the £1. Appreciate you. There's no name calling, there's no jokes, nothing. It's just matter of fact, this is the claim, it's wrong. This is the claim, it's wrong, and they've said it's wrong. This is this, this is that. I think that's only fair. Vito, what bike rallies do you attend? I don't really. I don't stray too far out of Wales. Oh, I haven't for a long time, but yeah. Nothing wrong with putting something right. It is about the truth, not getting something over on someone for the sake of it. Yeah, I could have just ignored it and let the fans think there was something up with it, but I felt that was wrong. It's like, I know that fan has made a mistake and was in the comment section for them, like, at this time you need to explain, and I'm like, they don't, because they know exactly what it is. Your job is the truth, you do it well. Yeah, and I think to do it the other way is equally as important as saying, I think they faked that, I think they faked this. There's obviously the title of the video was very interesting, and I think I can tell what that is, but I'm not 100%. So I'm like, in my opinion, it could be one of three things, and the least likely being a ghost, because it's a heat camera, and whatever's been there is left heat. That's a human. Ghosts, if they're real, well, aren't they known for being cold? I think Ghost Theory would be quite impressed with that. It's not about impressing them, John Boy. And it's not about even trying to, like, calm the waters or anything. It's... I can't be like, oh, I'm about the truth and justice and shit, and then turn a blind eye to them being accused of something that they haven't done. I think that's important for me. Your gate passes for the bikers. I appreciate that one, but you'll have to let me know the dates and stuff closer, because I'm telling you, I'll forget. I am useless with it. You made a call that's right, stuck to the facts. It's kind of what I got to do, right? Alison McDonald, thank you for the £5. Now, normally I'll guess stuff like, I think they faked this, I think they faked that, but there's never been comments on the video about it, or other people's videos about it, so I just leave stuff like that. It's pointless drawing attention to it, but I'm like, if there's attention being drawn to it, I have to do it the right way. Cassie May says, you're going to sing the Backstreet Boys for a song for a birthday or happy birthday. Tell me why. No, I'm not singing. Laura Wilson, thank you for the $4.99. Casty me, I won't sing, but you will get your second BSB of the stream. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Ghosts are cold. I dated one once. Shut up, Spaghetti alla Paranormali. Just shut your mouth. You know, you be truthful, fair is fair. Yeah, I have to do it. I could have just ignored it, let everyone think they've done something they haven't, but that's wrong. And then I'm doing what I've often been accused of, turning a blind eye. The Backstreet for every year of Cassidy May's birthday. My channel took enough for hammering at the beginning of the year. I don't want to kill it. Laura Lee, if you are in, I am wearing the Goonies shirt today. It's such a high quality, thick shirt, though. I'm sweating my ass off. Yeah, I deserved it. You deserve far more from today, sir. Kulaks. Idiot. It's off to poke my eyes up with a poker and pour bleach on. Off you pop. Ghosting ghosts takes talent. True. I've got that song in my head now. I want it that way. I think Beardo likes Backstreet Boys more than he's admitting. You do realise that when I play that, I can't hear it. The only stuff I can hear is the intro and outro. Like, I don't need these. I don't know why I wear them. I only put it on for the intro song so I know when to press the stream deck. But all that other stuff, I've muted them for me because I've been pressing these buttons for 3 years and they piss me the fuck off. I hate the sound of them. Except this one. This one's great.
Dude! Bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
That one. Goonies in top 10 films all time. Yeah, absolutely. As is Ghostbusters. And I've got some wonderful Ghostbusters merch being sent to me as well. This is a conspiracy against all the pasta pervs. You're the only one. The only one. Godverdome. What? You've never seen the Goonies? Sure, my dad said he's never seen the Goonies. And then he watched it last year. He was like, it's a bit shit, innit? Had a ghost poke me once in the back. Looked around, there was nothing there. Do you know what? I had a really, really cool experience today. I won't get too deep into it or who or what because I don't know how private it is. But somebody that just is very, very skeptical, feeling like something was like pushing them and imposing on them, and then somebody else having the exact same experience in the room. I love that sort of stuff. Absolutely love it. But the second one was set in a way that they didn't know what had gone on the first. Absolutely incredible experience to listen to. I'm not going to say too much about it because I don't know if that's a video somewhere or a talk somewhere at some point. I have watched you for a long time now and you always make me laugh. Love your channels. I appreciate that, Kim Stone. Thank you very, very much. Goonies never say that. Well, the flag died. It's fallen off. It's too heavy because it's like a denim material. Laura Lee sent you some awesome stuff. She's so kind, bless her. I mean, you all are. Well, most of you. Some people just send me... I mean, Glasgow Ghost Hunters. This thing is haunting my fucking dreams. I'll talk to you until you watch it, John Boy. Labyrinth's another classic. It's Mrs. Geek's favourite film of all time. Singura Rain Loom. A little late, but hello from Singapore. There we go. Singapore. Thank you, Singu Rain Loom. Thank you for the $9.99 from Singapore. The feet that got sent. I think they are still under... It's an old monitor riser down there. I think those things are still under there because they freaked me the F out. So did the fucking toes to stick in your Crocs with the hair on them. They nearly made me vomit. I couldn't look at them. They're in a drawer in there. Can't look at them. can't say it's a very, very old phone and the sound is low even on high. Beardo's just loves hurting my eyes and ears. Shut up, Silver Lady. Quit your whining. Hey Elvis, how's it going? Who's Elvis? What are you on about? Is that Jimmy? Jimmy, how many channels have you got? I'm from Romania, but traveling. Oh, you just live to confuse me, right? Right? Weird Science. I haven't watched that since the 90s. I'm going to have to watch that. Sorry if I missed any greetings. Bad, itchy, hay fever eyes. No more. Oh, yeah, my eyes are killing me because I've fucking mowed the lawn today. What do you think of The Element Fifth? Fifth Element? Love that film. Gary Oldman. That's his best roles. That's got to be one of them, right? Loved him in Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and shit, when he had the dreadlocks, he was a villain in it with dreadlocks. Help chat, I've brain farted. Real evidence, thank you very, very much. Thank you for the 36 months. Let's go. Drekikala Pinky, how you doing? You're just Pinky on that board. I ain't writing that. I can see it, but I can't spell it. So Weird Science a few weeks ago, still funny. It's one of those films that'll... What's the hot topic? I've already shouted at our haters. It is a Tarantino film, right? It is a Tarantino film. True Romance. Thank you, Giuseppe. Thank you very much. True Romance. He's epic in that. Favorite all time is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Do you know what? I really enjoyed the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Saw her as a kid and loved it. Tim Curry is amazing. Barry Guy. Why are you saying Barry Guy in my chat? Oh, we've mocked Barry Guy a little bit, Mike. I don't know if you. I don't know if you've seen Facebook, but help, my pool is haunted with armbands and a ghost shark. That's like the third version I did. Gary Oldman's best phone says nil by mouth. Oh, good shout. I completely forgot about that movie. Yeah, he didn't direct it, did he? He's good in Leon. True. He's just good in Fifth Element. Yeah, he's good in anything. Gary Oldman's epic. Fantastic actor. And I didn't realise that the gobby woman with the short blonde hair in EastEnders was his sister in real life. True Romance was written by Tarantino, but directed by Ridley Scott. That makes sense, yeah. How the heck do you investigate? I don't know, but he thought he captured the direct voice phenomena. Fahab with the 38 months, please like and subscribe. He needs the money for hair dyes and fake tan. Shut your hole, ginger boy. Baldy locks. Pinky, you get a ×2. Thank you for the $3 from New Zealand. I better hide that, actually, hadn't I? Because it's covering my board. Where is it? There. Thank you, Fahab. Old Mo Slater. That's the one. Gonna watch Fifth Element at some point. It's an awesome film. His legs look shorter, even shorter. Wendy. Listen, I got told off for bullying him about his height. I wasn't taking the piss out of his height. I was just saying he can't swim. We have caught DVPs. His are probably fake. There's no probably about it. You can't capture an EVP or DVP in a pool with 8 people splashing about in it. It's stupid. Excuse the name. Collective instead of project. Gotcha. I'll forget that. Knox Project. What's the Knox Project? Obsession. I'm Session. What? Maybe there's a dolphin in the pool. Echo the dolphin. The Session came out in digital today. Can't wait to watch it. I'm Session. Oh, Obsession. Right. Oh, I'm going to watch that later if it's out. Jacob's Ladder. Fantastic film. Really enjoyed that. Me and Miss Skeep rewatched it again about 3 weeks ago. I think she fell asleep, but she had been working hard. Oh, I feel you, Slag. Fifth Element is amazing, even better on magic mushrooms. I couldn't watch something like that on mushrooms. Jesus Christ. Jesus, no. There's a haunted turd in them. Why didn't I think? Oh, it's FX Power. How many accounts do you have? Big Lebowski. Big Lebowski's top 10 for me. I love that film. New Evil Dead Burn looks so good. And I don't watch trailers or reviews until I've watched the movie, or try not to, unless it's something like I've watched all the reviews for Supergirl, because I've got no interest in it really. I'll wait until it's free on whatever. But the new Evil Dead, I've watched the spoiler-free stuff for the people that have seen the screeners for it, and people that I really respect and people that I enjoy their reviews and I have a similar mindset to are saying it's fucking awesome. Evil Dead have never made a bad film. It is the strongest in the horror franchise. Saw have got great films, but they got some shit films. Nightmare on Elm Street, they've only got 4 good films. Jason's films, the 4th one is good, the remake is good, the rest are all a bit meh. What was your very first horror movie to see? Friday House. My first horror movie I ever saw, I was 4 or 5 years old, was the original Nightmare on Elm Street. And it gave me night terrors and it scarred me for life. It absolutely terrified me. And now it's my favourite horror movie because it scared me so much. Nothing else has ever scared me like that film. Watched Supergirl the other night with my kiddo. It was so good. Really? I'm glad people are enjoying it. I'm not a Superman fan. So I'm probably not going to enjoy it, to be fair. But hopefully it'll be one of those films where I'm like, I'm not looking forward to it. I watch it, and then I'm like, because I had such low expectations, I'll enjoy it. Hellraiser. Remake is good. Hellraiser 1 and 2 are good. 3 is okay. Everything else is dog shit. And they got progressively worse. Gary Oldman is now more than a 2-bob actor. The creepy ass Rachel. Yeah. Firefly, thank you for the 35 months. Sorry I'm late again. Promise not to happen again. Anyone can be as late as they want. I don't care. As long as you're here. I appreciate you anyway. 35. Look at these people with 35, 36. So this week, my channel is 5 years old. Now, admittedly, I only did a couple of Call of Duty videos. I had like 3 views and gave up for a year. And then I did the paranormal stuff. 5 years old, this channel today. And in August, is it August? Yeah, August, it'll be 4 years since I started the paranormal debunking aspect. Gary Oldman is one of the best actors ever, and that's an insane statement. It is an insane statement, but it's true. True. Check Discord. See, this is why I never used to check Discord when I was live. What the fuck is this? Olivia Rose. What the hell is that? Could you not put me behind Barry stood quite like that? That's freaking me out. Don't know. Why have you done that? Spange with the 70... Spange, thank you for the 20 months as a Beardo Weirdo. I appreciate you. It's crazy, man. Happy 5th anniversary. Thank you very, very much. Cree Storm, thank you for helping me out, Beardo. I appreciate it. No worry, Cree. Thank you for the 10 Canadian. Cree Storm, Sarah Bobara, thank you. Spange. Jesus Christ, board's getting full already. See, the other day I was like, I'll write smaller. I don't want that busy. Today I'm like, right, I'll write bigger. It's fucking busy. Oh, happy anniversary on the 5 years. Mad, right? A year of that, I think I did like 4 videos and they were all Call of Duty weapon builds and can we trick it into putting us in bot lobbies. I wanted to be a Call of Duty video creator, even though I'm shit at the game. Shit at the game. Anne Wilkinson, thank you for the 16 months. And I seen, thank you for the $10. I think this is enough for another cider, but you know, I don't drink cider, but I've got these White Claw hard seltzers. It's flavoured water with alcohol in it. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Get a bigger board. Maybe I'll just clear the Funko Pop wall and just have a big whiteboard wall. I'm not doing that. Although I've thought of creating a space for the pull-down green screen. But then it's like, I've got a green screen out there somewhere, but I broke it. I've missed 2. What did I miss? I'm very sorry. I got Cree, I got Sarah Barbara, I got Anne, I got Elsine. Oh, Spange, sorry. I got Firefly. It's only Spange I missed, right? Oh, I got Spange as well. Firefly. Pinky, Fahab, I got them. Firefly. Spange, Sarah, and I got them all. I got She's got a bigger boat. For Barry. Technically, rum and coke is flavoured water with alcohol in it. True. No worries, Jolene. At least she's double made me check, because sometimes I don't listen to my mods and I am absolutely wrong. Sorry, when after a shower. Hey, you calm yourself down there, Sean. Calm yourself down. Emma Gray, hello, how you doing? Ooh, I'm on my second can of water. It's boiling. Have you watched The Ritual Killer with Morgan Freeman? Yes. I can't really remember it, but I don't think there's many Morgan Freeman films I haven't seen. I love Morgan Freeman as well. You're drinking White Claw. Can you, Becky? Call me Becky. Right, guys. See, my fucking mods are mocking me for drinking White Claw. Low calorie. I'm on a diet. I don't drink beer. I don't drink cider. But I don't want to drink rum and all that stuff and get a hangover. So it's low alcohol, low 95 kilocalories. Leave me the fuck alone. Right, mods.
Wankers.
Have you ever looked at Shaun the Sheep? I did have a Shaun the Sheep somewhere. I think I gave it to my nephew. Somebody bought me a Shaun the Sheep because I'm Welsh. My nephew had that. Not for the channel. Kelly, thank you for the $4.99. I'm a bit late, but happy anniversary. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Sorry I'm late today. She had bad news. My best friend's mum died. She was second mum. It's been a sad day. And very sorry to hear that. So sorry. You get a ×2. Kelly, Joe, thank you for the $4.99. Board's nearly full. White Claw is what we wean babies on to up here in the northeast. White Claw is tasty. Thank you. Thank you. Next, you'll be on the baby shams. There's too much sugar in it, you bald idiot. Shut the fuck up. We're in rock spring water all day. Cleanses your system. Nice. I'm on a seafood diet. That's the issue I had, that I was on a seafood diet. But wait. These clowns are mocking me. Do you remember when this was out there? I am down to 16 stone 7 from 18 stone 10. And yeah, I might have been sucking in a little bit there. But if I sucked my gut in 6 months ago, it wouldn't go in. Fuck you! Oi, nothing wrong with being bald. It is if you mock me for what I drink. Peter, you're going to need a bigger boat. Yes, possibly. I'm not buying a new one. This is new. You just see the straw tucked behind your ear, Bacardi Breezer style. Huh? Straw tucked. Why would people stick straws behind their ears? Colin Cornell, thank you very much for becoming a member. Appreciate you. How much a stone is a freedom unit? There's £14 to a stone. So I've lost 28. Oh, I can't do maths. I've lost about £30 in about 3.5 months. I've been dieting since February, but the diet, it was kind of working, but I was lazy with it. But then I started the walking and weightlifting and stuff. Of course, we're mocking you. We're mates. It's our job to mock you, you sissy beverage. Fuck you, Phil! I hope my wife hasn't fallen asleep on the sofa. Kim Stone, thank you for becoming a member. I think I might have peaked my microphone then. Beardo, do you realise you lost a whole person? Maybe a toddler. Clip that. Don't blame Para. The weird thing is, right, I went to Parameet the Saturday and the Sunday. That's all I drunk was, it wasn't Guinness. They didn't have Guinness. Camden Black. So really heavy stuff. Whiskey, fucking rum. I ate pizza. I had 2 full cooked breakfasts. And then I didn't, when I came home, I was like, oh, just a little bit more nice food. I'll go back on my diet. And I was all right, that's enough. And then I fucked my legs up for 2 days. I couldn't go walking. Then I had gout and I couldn't walk for a couple of days after. And I was like, I'm fucked here. I'll have put on like half a stone or something. And I lost £3. How the fuck does that work? Nanny Pups, thank you for the $2.79. You look fabulous, Beardo. Thank you. Thank you. Drank, not drunk. What? Hey, let's not go down that route. Fucking hell. We got a cool breeze when Beardo Batwings flapped it. Shut up, Silver Lady. Shut up. How old are you? Grow the fuck up. Act your age. I've lost 3 stone in the last 2.5 months. Jesus. Good effort. Good effort. Tell me why Beardo won't sing for me on my birthday. Because I don't like singing. I'm fucking terrible at it. I used to scream in bands and stuff, but I don't know why, Cassie. I've got really awkward with singing. I hate it. 3 stone, eh? Well done. But you've had 2 Backstreet Boys buttons pressed. Yeah, just be careful this week. Yeah, I've been really strict. Also, I spoke to Dandalf. He was in a stream, but Sunday, and he was like, just get water down you for your legs. I've started new stretching exercises that seems to have cured the shin pain. But also, I've been chugging a shitload of water. And Dandalf was like, instead of eat earlier and fast till a little bit later. So basically, I've completely cut breakfast out. And I don't eat breakfast until around lunchtime. So I have a big fast. So I don't do a big fast, then exercise, because I'll pass out. So I try to do 12 hours fasting, and then I'll do my hour walk. And then I'll fast for another 2 or 3 hours. So I leave it about 15 hours before I eat breakfast at like 12 or 2 o'clock. And then it'll be granola, fruit, and Greek yogurt. And then I'll eat my evening meal, and then I'm done. But I'm not hungry. And if I snack on something, it'll be like I'll cook myself a chicken breast and just eat the chicken breast. How people losing weight, I really want to lose some, but insulin is piling. I'm not a dietitian. It's just walking, water, and I cut sugar. I cut energy drinks because I was a bastard for them. When you hear Beardo sing as much as I want to hear Seg sing, and I don't want to hear Seg sing. As bad as I am at singing, or I think I am at singing, I'm nowhere near as bad as Seg. Just saying.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
John Boy, I think it's different. I think it's different for everyone. I'm not a big breakfast eater. I never have been. But for me, what's working is my evening meal, which is either chicken or steak with veggies or brown rice or brown pasta. That's kind of what I'm living off, but I'm not getting bored because I'll just throw different herbs and shit in with it. Well, my daughter has been making like healthier spaghetti bolognese, like turkey mince and stuff like that. But yeah, the breakfast thing for me, I can probably go all day and not get hungry. And I forced myself to eat around lunchtime, 2 o'clock the other day. 2 o'clock, well, 5 to 2 because I was streaming. I was good till 6. And then I ate at 6 when I came off the gaming stream, and then I'm done. My appetite is... It's just been... It's gone. Which is a good thing, because obviously my stomach's shrinking. Fasting takes up so much eating time. How you doing, Cag? Beardo, did you go? No, I didn't. My daughter did. But no, I didn't. I've seen Metallica. I don't know how many times. And I saw... The last time I saw them was Sonosphere, and I'm like, I'm pretty done with watching them. They're getting on a bit. Now, everyone's saying it's fantastic. I saw them in 96 the first time. The last time I saw them was 2009, I think it was. And I'm good with it. And it's getting ridiculous to go and see a band like Metallica, the cost of it. So I'm good. Beardo, you got the power, willpower, bloody amazing. Thank you, Babs. I appreciate that. Thank you for the £10. Metallica is a rip-off now. I understand people wanting to pay it. I mean, at this point, it's probably going to be one of their last shows. So I get it. But I've seen them a lot. And it was like, I paid a fucking stupid amount of money to watch Slayer's last ever tour. And they've reformed. And I'm like, I paid all that fucking money. And then I spent 40 quid on a t-shirt for their last ever tour. And they're fucking back touring. Got tickets for Electric Callboy in Cardiff next year. Look forward to seeing them in Manchester. I haven't got the tickets yet, because by the time I paid for the 2 conventions, I don't have anybody to go to fucking Electric Call. I doubt it'll sell out. It's the biggest place they'll have ever played in Cardiff, and I don't think the uni sold out. So I should be all right for to leave in a month, but I'll be going. Need to take the wheelie bin out. Peter getting Herman's sword so you can stand up there saying I have the power. Hey man, I'd love a He-Man sword, but I'm on a self-imposed purchasing ban for collectible stuff. Apart from if you watch the second channel, where I've got a 2-pack over there of Colossus and Kitty Pryde to go with my X-Men. I've seen Metallica twice, when they toured Guns N' Roses and then the Reload tour for the Count Stunts tour. I would like to see them one more time. The curtain call is only a matter of time. Yeah, they're getting old now. I mean, Metallica have been going for... Is it 48? No. Metallica were going in the 70s. It's got to be coming up 50 years that they've been a touring band. All right, the lineup has changed a little bit. When you cook your spag bol, do you use jarred sauces? Not if we can help it. Sometimes in a rush we do, but I tend to stay away from jarred sauces, squeezy tube sauces. We try to make everything from fresh, because I'm trying to be a clean eater. Lost 3 stone today. They were in my shoe. I should have fucking laughed at that, dickhead. I don't know why I found that so funny. About 47 years? It's probably pushing 50 if you take into account the San Francisco era with Cliff Burton, Dave Mustaine. Wait, who's the other guy? Ronnie. There was another guy in the band called Ronnie, wasn't it? The hell was his name? I can't remember his name. Cassidy May Wilson with the 15 months. Let's go! But you are still grounded. Metallica last thing at Cardiff 30 years ago. Yeah, that's the first gig I went to. It was called the CIA then. It was Corrosion of Conformity and Metallica. It was my first big gig. And it fucking blew me away how good Metallica were. It was the Cunning Stunts tour. But they did the Cunning Stunts for years because it was the Load tour when I saw it. But by the time it ended, it was Load and Reload. When I saw them, they played Fuel, but it didn't have words for it. James Hetfield was just on the stage like, like, the fuck is he singing? I lost a stone, but yet I'm still stoned. But Metallica 3 times, Woodstock 99, that festival was a shit show. Wasn't Woodstock 99 the one, the bad one? Or was that after? It was when Limp Bizkit played Break Stuff, right? And the place got fucking broken. Sean, hello. Bloody Metallica. They did a concert in Adelaide the same night we had a YouTube filming night at Adelaide. Gag, I will write a strongly worded email to Papa Het and be like, excuse me, sir. Adelaide Haunted Horizons at a premiere and you selfishly played to thousands of people. You idiot. I got your back. I'm not doing that, by the way. I love Metallica. Yep, I've seen Corrosion of Conformity twice. First time I seen them, they opened for Megadeth and then Metallica. I loved Corrosion. I'd never heard of them until that tour. Lars is struggling on the drum now. They're all... I mean, James Hetfield's struggling with his hands and... But I'm glad I've seen them as much as I have. Do you like fish poached? I'm not really a fish guy. I do eat tuna as a snack. I'll just open a can, drain it, and eat that. I eat it out of the can, which really annoys Mrs. Geek. Lars has always struggled on the drums. Didn't they know who we are? I don't think they did. I thought I saw Alison in here as well then. Am I imagining it? Am I imagining that I just saw Alison? Maybe. Do you mind if I send you some spices, Beardo? I have a company mixing and selling seasoning blends. I'd love to send you some free of charge. Not asking for shout out, no straight. Yeah, I have a PO box address in the channel description. If you want to send some herbs and stuff over, absolutely. I'm all about, because my diet is so restrictive, I've learnt that I can make nice tasting food just with herbs and spices. Your first real concert was Aerosmith and Skid Row in '88. Fair play. That's a claim. Mine's cooler because it was Metallica. But yeah, I loved Aerosmith back in the day. I grew out of them a bit. I thought they were old man dad rock. And my daughter's into metal. Of course she is. I got in a car earlier on and she was like, oh, listen to this. I was like, yeah, that's Papa Roach. She's like, I love Papa Roach. I bought tickets to go watch them next year. Like, I won't watch them again. I've seen them a few times. I don't mind them, but they're not like up there for me to spend money on. And she was like, oh yeah, it's my dad rock playlist. It's like, you what? She's got a dad rock playlist. It's like Skin Red, Papa Roach, Metallica, Slipknot. I was like, oh my fucking God. Metallica is technically granddad rock. Unlike Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold is dad rock. That's when you feel old, right? When your music is dad rock or the radio comes on, you're like, this music just isn't what it used to be. It's a load of shit. Same shit my dad was spouting when he was my age. Best one I've ever seen live is Madness. Oh, don't speak to me and Fahab about Madness. We did a wild camping thing last summer. I want to do another one this year if I can with him. And there was a ska tribute band playing in a pub miles away, but we could hear everything. It was ricocheting off the mountains. They played Baggy Trousers 3 fucking times. If I wasn't pissed, I'd have driven down there and assassinated them. Dickheads. Remember when Metallica fought Napster? Yeah, I remember the cartoons of Lars Ulrich turning into a big devil and stuff. Does that make you feel old, mate? Yeah. Your first gig was Busted in 2004. Seen them? I've never seen Busted. What was Charlie's side project? Fight Star. They were really good. I mocked them for ages. And my mate was like, no, actually listen to Fight Star. I was like, hey, they're really good. So you'll get something by the end of the week. They have no artificial preservatives and no anti-caking agents. Hey, Bradley, I appreciate that. Thank you. But if you've got a business card or something, I know you've not asked me to promote it. If you've got a business card or something, send that as well so I can give you a shout out. My very first concert was David Bowie. Oh, man. It was terrible. There was no band and just backing tracks. Oh, what? I was just about to say one of my biggest regrets is my dad wanted to take me to Bowie and I said no. Because as a kid, I didn't like him. As an adult, I fucking love Bowie. I'm going to get 4 tickets for Faith No More next year. They will sell out fast. Oh, shit. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Original Linkin Park, great live. Do you know, I've never seen Linkin Park live. I hated them. Because it was that era where I was like, that's not metal, so I hated it. If it wasn't down-tuned to shit, I didn't like it. And because they mixed dance music in, fuck that band. And then when I've gone back to them later in life, sadly after Chester passed away, I'm like, that guy's voice was fucking incredible. Have you seen the video where Metallica played outdoor in Russia to 1.6 million crowd? Yeah, Pantera played the same bill. I think I've got the VHS in the attic. Pantera live in Moscow. Fucking brilliant. You love Slade? Sadly, I only know 2 Slade songs. I always take long acting, small amount, short acting. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Okay, I'll do that. It's very kind of you, mate. Thank you. No, not a problem. You know, I read everyone's cards and whatever. My son calls it his divorced dad playlist. Jesus Christ. There's a few artists when they've died I got upset over. Kurt Cobain, because I was very young and I was a huge fan of Nirvana. Prince, I got upset over. And when Bowie died, that song came out just before his death. And the opening line to the song is, "Look at me, I'm in heaven." And that caught me in the throat because we knew he was ill. And then when he went, I was like, I can't fucking listen to this song. Dust everywhere. Worked for Rod Stewart, Busted and Kiss. Really didn't like System of a Down until I saw him live. Do you know what? I didn't like System of a Down's first album. Everyone was obsessed with it. I hated it. And then I saw them live. I was all right, I get it. Saw Anthrax. I've seen Anthrax a couple of times. Love Anthrax. I'm going to piss. Joe Vitale would be fucking screaming at me. I prefer the John Bush era of Anthrax over Belladonna. I know Belladonna's got a better voice, but I preferred the John Bush era of Anthrax because that was my era because of my age. I've got tickets for Call of the Wild Festival. Nice. First gig for me was Tapao. In the Week, China in Your Hand was #1. That was a big song. Big song. The new one that got me was Chester. Prince got to me because I grew up as a Prince fan. The Bowie got to me. Kurt Cobain got to... Dimebag Darrell. Because I was very fortunate to meet Dimebag in 1998 Ozfest. Or was it 97 Ozfest? The first Ozfest in Milton Keynes Bowl. Me and my mate Gruff got thrown out because we were drunk. And it was Des from Coal Chamber spotted us, just sat in this grass verge like we're going to miss Black Sabbath and we're going to miss Ozzy Osbourne. And Des from Coal Chamber took us around to the Roadrunner beer tent and we were sat there like, holy shit, that's Dimebag, that's Rex, that fuck, there's Cold Chamber. And we met so many people and stuff, and then they got us back around just in time to catch Ozzy. Incredibly nice man, Des Fafera. Oh yeah, true. Ozzy's death got to me as well. Chris Cornell, yeah. One of the greatest. See, Chris Cornell is one of those guys that transcends genres. I think Chris Cornell was genuinely one of the best voices on the planet. If you don't know who that is, he was the singer of Soundgarden when I was a kid. And then him and the guys from Rage Against the Machine did a side project called Audio Slave. And the power in that man's voice is incredible. But there's a song called Like a Stone where he really pulls back and his voice is so haunting and beautiful. Genuinely one of the best voices of all time. So underrated because he was in a grunge band. Robin Williams. See, I don't think I've ever got really upset about an actor. But music was such a big part of my life. Keith Flint. See, I remember everyone getting into The Prodigy on the first 2 albums, and I didn't like it because it was rave music. Ugly Kid Joe. I love Ugly Kid Joe. I fucking love that band. I don't know why Ugly Kid Joe get shit. I think they're great. But I met Keith Flint very briefly, but what a nice guy. But a lot of my friends knew him quite well, because obviously I got friends in the industry. I have never, ever heard anyone have a bad word to say about Keith Flint. Very intelligent, very soft-spoken, nice guy. And then you see, like, the opposite Mohawk in him, Firestarter. Everyone thinks he's a lunatic, and he wasn't. Yes, he did do Know My Name, James Bond theme tune. That's what most people probably know him from. I'm sad as I went to watch Steps in the 90s and then worked for them in the 2020s. To be fair, when they opened up Cardiff Bay, I think it was the Millennium. I love Pearl Jam. When they opened Cardiff Bay, the Prince of Wales did this official thing to open Cardiff Bay, and the Stereophonics, which I kind of liked, the Manic Street Preachers, which I've always adored, were playing on this bill with like Shirley Bassey, Tom Jones, and then all of this old stuff that I hated. I respected it, but it wasn't my thing. And I went there with my grandparents and my mum and my dad, expecting, like, I'm going to suffer through all of this just to watch the Manics. That's all I was there for. The Manics pulled out of it the day before. I was like, I can still go for the Stereophonics, and I can't let my grandmother down. Fuck, Stereophonics pulled out on the day of it. It was shit. Oh, in fact, Budgie were on there. And I was like, who the fuck are Budgie? And then when they started playing, I was like, oh, Metallica covered this. But, you know, you're banned for not liking rave music. Listen, when I got into music was the 90s. And there was a rule. You were either mainstream chart music, which was pretty much rave music at that point, Two Unlimited and all that cack, or you were a metalhead. Raver or metalhead, you hated each other, and you did not... Metalheads were not... It might just be the valleys, but metalheads and ravers went to war every summer. We hated each other. Couldn't be friends with ravers. Metalheads were metalheads. Ravers were ravers. You hated each other. You fought all through the summer. Give each other the in school. I hated rave. I still hate rave. I think it's fucking garbage. The only thing worse than rave is dubstep. I fucking hate dubstep. It sounds like Optimus Prime having a fit and a wank at the same time. I hated it. Saw Nirvana. See, I never saw Nirvana live. Never saw him live. I was too young. What did you just say about Electric Callboy? Hey, listen, that's Europop with a little bit of rave thrown into metal. Get out. Get out! To Unlimited. Yeah, back in the day, though, the charts were heavily influenced by rave, and I hated it. Hated it. I can appreciate... I still don't like the music. There was quite a division between metal, alternative, grunge, punk, and rap. See, when I grew up, obviously, America and the UK are very different. When I grew up, metalheads tended to like rap music because it was alternative for us. It wasn't easy to get into rap music in the UK. I mean, I had the NWE. I loved the NWE. And then you had, like, later on Insane Clown Posse, DMX. I don't mind some rap music. But I prefer my rap music when they actually had something to say. You know, when they were talking about growing up in the hood and these horrific lives that they lived in, you know, poverty and stuff. They had something to be angry about. I liked that. Rap music now, my neck, my back, my pussy and my crack. What the fuck? First time I heard that, it was in my daughter's car and I was like, what are you listening to? This is shit. I'm like, right, let's put on the NW. Oh, this is old rap music. Slayer and Ice-T. What was the album called? Public Enemy? Yes. Judgment Night soundtrack. I had that. You either like Nirvana or Korn. 90s. I loved Nirvana. I loved Korn. All of it. Insane Clown Posse. I loved Insane Clown Posse. Never liked rap music, but NWE was different. I think because at a certain point, comedy was also very serious. I never saw it as comedy, man. They were like, to me, they were gangsters, man. Like, obviously the Friday films with Ice Cube. I loved them in the 90s. But then you had... what was the... I can't remember what it's called. There was the film with Ice Cube, Cuba Gooding Jr., Boys in the Hood. One of the best films ever. I love that film. Tupac and Biggie. I was never really into Biggie. Tupac I liked a bit. Cypress Hill I liked. Saw Manic Street Preachers play at the Heineken Music Festival in Swansea. I love the Manics. Morris Miller and the Majors. I don't remember them. Beach Boys. I got tortured by the Beach Boys by my dad when I was a kid. But I'll be honest, they do know how to write a catchy tune. Eminem, 8 Miles. See, I like Eminem because he's got the comedy, but he's also got something to say. I like Eminem. I like Dr. Dre's stuff. 50 Cent. I like 50 Cent. Boys in the Hood was an emotional roller coaster I wasn't expecting. There's also another one called Menace to Society. That is such a good film as well. Goldie Looking Chain, my boys. Guns don't kill people, rappers do. Ice Cube has confirmed the 4th Friday movie. Yeah, but Chris Tucker's not going to do it, is he? Because he's found God. Weird Al. I remember bizarrely, the first time I ever saw Weird Al was in primary school. Do you know when they wheeled out the TV? It was like Christmas time and I was playing with this return. It wasn't mine. You took toys to school and everyone played with everyone's toys. And somebody had Jabba the Hutt's slave ship. And I'm playing with that and then I can just hear this. I can hear the bass line. And I'm like, oh, I love Michael Jackson. Turned around and then there's Eat It, Eat It. And I was like, this is great. My parents banned that song. They hated it. My parents are Michael Jackson crazy. I like Goldie Looking Chain, and I liked... Do you remember Chris Smiles doing Mouldy Looking Stain? Didn't Ice-T... Yeah, it was on the Judgment Night soundtrack. Ice-T also featured on Korn's Follow the Leader. So did Ice Cube. I think they both did. Are they both really good actors as well? There's some doom metal, black metal, death metal, Love My Dying Bride, Weird Al. I like a bit of doom metal, black metal, and I like sludge metal. If you're wondering what that is, like Phil Anselmo's side projects, I like that sort of stonery. I love that stuff. Bloodhound Gang, yeah. Michael Jackson let Weird Al use the original set for MG Bad for his fair play to Michael Jackson. First time I ever heard Weird Al was the Transformers movie. I remember it distinctly. I can even remember the teacher's name. She was Mrs. Davis. And it was like my final year of baby. You know, you got like nursery, and then year 1, year 2, year 3, and then you go to the bigger part of the primary school. It was my last year of that, so it would have been 86, 87, something like that. Maybe a bit earlier. Vanilla Ice. I got a really funny story about Vanilla Ice. So my dad had a Sierra Sapphire Cosworth, this big fucking white thing with a big black whale tail on the back. And my dad was a boy racer. He still is. He's, you know, pushing 70. He's still a boy racer. He drives a fucking Jag now. But he had this big Sierra Sapphire, Ford Sierra Sapphire XR4 with the fucking big wheel tail on the back, with a sound speaker that lit up like an airplane dashboard. And I remember sitting in it in the first leather bucket seat I'd ever sat in. Like, I thought I was the fucking boy in my dad's car. He presses play on the CD player in the car. I'd never seen one of them. I thought it was magical. And I hear din 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 diddlin din. Din 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 diddlin din 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 diddlin din. And I went, I like this song. My dad looks, and he's got his one hand on the steering wheel, looking cool as fuck with his Ray-Bans. He's about to change gear, and then Freddie Mercury opens his mouth, and I said the following: who's nicked this Vanilla Ice song? My dad went fucking nuts. The Bohemian Rhapsody, you like that? Radio Gaga, you like that? Yeah? Queen. This is Queen and David Bowie. And I was like, I prefer the other one. My dad was shouting at me all the way to Cardiff. What are you listening to his shit? It's weird how certain things can get said. We were going to Penarth, not Cardiff, and I can remember the journey. My dad just losing his shit. And my mother in the back of the car killing herself laughing because I thought Queen had ripped off Vanilla Ice. That's weird that memory just, like, popped in. Oh, weird. It's weird how music changes taste. Music taste changes. It is. It's very weird. And it's weird how somebody just saying there, Vanilla Ice, just sent me back to this memory. But then, when I realised the Vanilla Ice was absolute dog shit, was Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. I loved the movie of Turtles too, but the rapping in it was fucking abysmal. My parents would give me shit about the music I listened to, then eventually liking a lot of the music I listened to. Same, man. I got in my dad's car in, I want to say 2002, 2003. Do I like Failed State? Snack Crackle Shed. I don't know if you know of a different Failed State, but I was the front man in Failed State for 3 years. I was the original vocalist in Failed State. If you've heard the song Pig Fucker, a song, a word I can't say on YouTube by Suits, Your God, that was all me. I still say Iron Maiden Live After Death, best live album ever. I'll agree. I grew up Napalm Death, Sepultura. I love Sepultura. I adore Sepultura. And Soulfly. My dad listens to Rammstein. Yeah, so anyway, that story, I was in my dad's car. My motorbike had broken down, so he was taking me to work. I didn't live at home, but my dad was doing me a favour. I get in his car, and he's got Incubus playing. It was Morning View. I was like, I fucking love this band. And he was like, oh yeah, I've really got into them. And I was looking through his CDs in the car. He's got Slipknot, Stone Sour. He's like, Slipknot a bit heavy for me, but I like that Stone Sour. Much better singer than the guy in Slipknot. I was like, it's the same guy. Bollocks. Pantera were my favourite band for such a long time. Young as our shoe size. Bryan Adams. I've never been a Bryan Adams fan. Yeah, I prefer Queen over Vanilla Ice now. Now. Pretty fly for a white guy. I preferred The Offspring before that song came out. Smash is one of my favourite punk albums. But yeah, Failed State. If it's the same Failed State, because I think there was a European Failed State as well. But the Failed State in the UK, we didn't realise that there were two bands. I think there's three. But Failed State in the UK, I was the front man for it. I got replaced, but they broke up not long after. It's the only band I ever did like proper touring with and did an album and EPs and stuff. Remember when Sepultura was new? Me too. And then I also remember, I loved Chaos AD. And then Sepultura Roots dropped and it changed my life. I got to see Green Day when the Warning album came out. See, I was into Green Day from Dookie. I was in school when Dookie came out. In fact, I was telling Mrs. Geek about this. We had like a school Eisteddfod. It's like a Welsh talent show. And us boys that were into like Nirvana and grunge and stuff, we were told we could play something, but they told us no grunge, so we played Green Day Longview. And it was only when I got to the second chorus did the teacher realise that Green Day's song Longview is about jerking off. They were unplugging shit while we were playing. We got in so much trouble. It was great. What was his name? Greg. One of the boys, Greg, he put the Liberty Spikes in for school, got suspended over it. It was our last year of school. We didn't give a fuck. My stepdad and I went to Deep Purple with Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and Dream Theater was the opening band. My stepdad became a fan of Dream Theater that night. Deep Purple sucked. Fair. Bought Arise when it came out. See, I had to go back to Arise because I was a bit young. I had it on cassette, though. You find Steel Panther funny? I've only ever heard two of these songs. They were never really my thing, you know? Angel Rose to Bunks, how are you doing? See, Deep Purple, I respect. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, I respect. Dream Theater, I love them on record, especially back in the day when The Devil's Lettuce was a friend of mine. I went to watch them live and I was bored out of my fucking skull. But they were in between Limp Bizkit and fucking Slipknot. I was like, I'm fucking bored, man. Music taste so eclectic now. I start off Gene Pitney and Elvis, Abbott. Oh, I don't like any of that. New death comedy melodic. See, there's nothing wrong with Mrs. Geek listens to anything from classical to death metal. Beartooth. I've probably listened to them, but I couldn't tell you a song by them. Who remembers MTV was good? You had Ed Banger's Ball. Remember when MTV used to play music? I mean, MTV's not a thing anymore, is it? I can't stand Tenacious D. I'm sorry. Got to see Fugazi in the basement house in '98. That's awesome. Meatloaf is my safe word. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I'm not. As a kid, I loved the Battle of Hell album. I had it on vinyl, and I played it a lot. I'm not much of a Meatloaf fan, but I respect the shit out of him. The guy was such a talented singer. I can't remember the guy's name that wrote it all for him. Woo were a good band. I'm not sure who that is, to be fair. Woo. I've never heard of him. Listened to metal, rap, Viking metal, and Viking rap. I've listened to some Viking metal. There was the Metal Pirates. They were kind of funny for a bit. Right, just in case that guy is still here that asked about Failed State. That's me in the Punisher shirt. That's my stepson in the mask. That's our guitarist. The video, that photograph I got in so much trouble for teabagging my mate. That's him with the mohawk. And our drummer died, the little chubby dude on the end. He watches all my stuff, but he never comments. Die, you're still a prick. I got a text message tomorrow. I fucking saw that. The Nice Lass 1980. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Jim Steinman wrote Meatloaf songs. Thank you. Wasn't there a David something that did it as well? The Doors. I like the Doors, actually. Vixen. Yeah, no, it was Jim Steinman. I can't remember what I'm thinking of. I played a gig with you. I see your profile picture's about this big. I can't see who you are. Let me see if I can make that bigger. I remember you. Shit. When I was in SDR, I played with you when I was in SDR as well, didn't I? That is you, right? Snap, Crackle, Shred. You're one of the Hobos guys, man. I've played in a couple of bands with you, haven't I? I'm sure I have. What did that say? Mongolian what? My brother-in-law's into Mongolian throat singing or some shit. He was trying to do it drunk one night. It was hilarious. Did BPH UK have a Discord? They do. I don't know if I'm in it. I might be. I'm in too many Discords, so I don't bother. I'm sorry. I can't stand the Rolling Stones. I can't fucking stand them. Chris from Ailstorm used to drink at the Ailstorm. That's what I was thinking of. If you drink my metal pub, he was always a bit of an arrogant knob. Really? Really? Nightwish? I don't mind Nightwish. Wasp Live and Raw was another great album. I was never into Wasp. Yeah, the bands used to gigs. Yeah, I thought so. I think I've done a couple of shows with you, but I was in like 3 or 4 bands. I definitely remember as soon as I opened the picture that your YouTube page, I recognised you. Obviously, you were younger than me, and you're like 10 years younger than me. Yeah, I definitely remember you. Hey, it's nice to see you, man. The Who is the Mongolian band. Ah, right. Yeah, I've listened to it. It's cool. You only started listening to Bowie after he passed away. That's fair enough, man. There's no doubt bands at some point that I got into after somebody's passed away, because it's all over the radio, and you're like, oh, these are really cool. Rammstein, I hated Rammstein until I saw them live, and they blew my fucking mind. What a band. I could never get into them. I think it was the language barrier. I didn't know what the hell they were singing about, and everyone I was in college with loved them. I'd never got into it, and I watched them years later live. I was like, I like Billy Talent. I do. I'm not like I can put every album of theirs on and enjoy them all the way through. It's like I like certain songs by them. How has this turned into a music stream? Bloody Wood. I've never heard of them, to be honest. Du hast. We talked Llanelli and New. That was, yeah. Llanelli was SDR. I was in SDR for that. And oh man, Aaron, you were in a band with Aaron at one. Didn't I try out for a band you were in at one point? Fuck, I've got the T-shirt upstairs. Oh, begins with E. Aaron was the singer, and I think you replaced one of the guitarists, and then Aaron dropped from vocals because he fucked his throat up. He went on guitar as well, and then I came in to do vocals, and I did a tryout, did a practice, and they were like, yeah, you're in. And then I didn't have the time because my job had changed. Broken Dynasty, that's it. Were you in Broken Dynasty? I definitely remember playing Llanelli with them loads. Can I invite my fiance? If I've got a mod to post a link, I might not have because it's getting on a bit. If there's any mods, can you post a Discord link, please? I'm not a fan of Disturbed. I'm sorry. I know that pisses people off. I've never been a fan of them. It always ends with music or film. Yeah, I think it's because you attract like people, don't you? And obviously music's such a big part. I mean, you can probably still see the guitars hanging back there. My Explorer's still down there, even though I'm a shit guitarist. That's mad. I'm pretty sure I can remember your real name as well. Oh, there you go. Phil's in. Oh, there you go. Jolene's posted a Discord link, so if you want to join in to the Discord, I'll pin it for a bit. There you go. What about the culture? Yeah, I mean, I used to be like, it's only metal and everything else is shit other than Prince. Always loved Prince. But now I'm a lot more open to, except stuff like the Stone Roses and the Oasis, all of that Brit pop shite. I couldn't stand that, still can't stand that unless it's Blur. I like Blur. I could sing both Tattoo, Russian and German songs. Didn't they only have one song? Yeah, Snap Crackle. It was SDR, A Broken Dynasty, and the Mad Hatter or something like that. I'm sure that's the gig I played with you. Because we had a very similar sort of friend group. I don't think we ever hung out that much, but we played like the same shows and had the same sort of extended friend group. Oasis give me migraines. I've said this a number of times. I fucking hate Oasis with a passion. Talentless fucking wankers with attitude problems. I love System of a Down. Beardo, tell me why you stopped singing. Mostly because I was shit at it. People told me I could sing, but I didn't. I just screamed and shouted and did the odd bit of rap because of new metal and stuff. But I always hated the sound of my own voice. Always. And I got sick. I got sick of trying to be something in a band. So I joined a punk band for a laugh. Failed State was a laugh for me, but I had the time of my life. And then I went out on my terms. I was like, I don't want to be that 45-year-old still trying to make it in the music industry. I was like, when I get to 40, I'm fucking done. And I got to 38, and I was like, I'm good. I've toured. I'm done. Yep, we're friends on Facebook. We done the one when you were in Failed State as well. Do you know what? I don't remember Failed State playing Llanelli. I was probably really drunk, right? Yeah, you were young. You were definitely younger than the rest of us. That's a blast from the past. It's mad when people turn up on the stream that I know from real life. There's a guy I was at school with the first band I was ever in. He turns up one night, he was like, oh, you look like my mate Dale that I went to school with. And I was like, it is me. And he went, fucking hell. My uncle on my dad's side, we haven't seen each other for like 15 years. About 2 years ago, he turned up in the stream and he was like, Dale? It's like, yeah, who are you? And he was like, it's your Uncle Danny. Like, wow. He had no idea. He was just like, he's seen somebody streaming. Back then, I used to stream like 500 people. He didn't know who the fuck I was. Sorry I'm late, not being good at all, just looking at Parameter photos, they're brilliant. You want to put this on yours and Bristol's Discord? Yes, please, Laura Lee. Yes, please. Absolutely do that. And if you've got my email address as well, Laura, because Discord will compress them all. If you want to send them through email as well, because I can put them up on YouTube. Laura, I am wearing the t-shirt. Just saying. Stained. Oh, man. When was the last time I listened to them? Because it's been a while. I'm banning myself. Boston, Pink Floyd, Santana. See, I can't stand Pink Floyd, and I think it's because my dad hated them. Gorillaz is funny. I like Gorillaz. I do like Sting, to be fair. I went to high school with Aaron's sister. Hey, that's cool. You absolutely hate Disturbed too. I don't know what it is about them, but I went to watch. Who was it? It was Avenged Sevenfold were headlining. Disturbed were like the second band. I can't remember who the first band were. I really wanted to watch the first band, and I went outside and smoked for Disturbed. I can't stand them. Suits you, sir. Thank you. So Far Away from Stained is a tune. I don't know if I've heard that. I must have. Boston I definitely grew up listening to. Because I remember spinning my dad out. Because there was an interview with Kurt Cobain where he was like, oh yeah, even Smells Like Teen Spirit is stolen. And he played the chords for Smells Like a Teen Spirit, but he sang Boston's More Than a Feeling. And when I was learning to play guitar, I did it to my dad, and he was like, oh, thieving bastards. I was like, yeah. Just like Queen, stole from Vanilla Ice. Killswitch Engage, adore Killswitch. Caliban, love Caliban. In Flames. In Flames were my favourite band for such a long time. Laurie going to Spirit Spook Fest. I'm going on the Saturday. Iron Butterfly, I've never heard of them, to be fair. In Flames, The Sound of Gothenburg. I even like the newest stuff. I know they've gotten softer, but they're getting older. I like the newest stuff as well. Learning something here. I didn't realise Kev was a metalhead. Oh yeah, the early stuff was incredible. But I also love the new stuff. Hey Pink Floyd, I listened to The Brick in the Wall for a school play. We did it in college and I hated it. In Flames, Bullet Ride, still one of my favourite songs. Take This Life is one of my favourite. Malevolence, I like Malevolence. I don't have time for Iron Butterfly. Gotta look them up, they're really awesome. Mrs. Tattooed loves Crazy Town. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby. I think I did a cover in a band of that at one point, just to mock it. Thank you, Tattooed Laws. You are on, yeah? You get a ×2 as well. Yeah, I like Soilwork. Mastodon were epic. Epic. First song I ever heard of them, it came with, I used to buy Metal Hammer. And it'd come with the DVD every now and again. And Take This Life and Mastodon Blood and Thunder were on the same DVD. I was hooked. In fact, just about all the Caliban were on there. I think Killswitch might have been. We've most likely been to gigs. Do you know what? Probably. Because I've been to so many gigs. Oh, Kev, what's the boat in Bristol? There's a boat in Bristol. I've seen loads of bands there. It's got a really weird name. Thelkler. Thelkler in Bristol. What a weird thing that is. Because it sits on an angle depending on the tide. Is it the Beardo's team one? No, Beardo TTV live at googlemail.com. I bet we have, Kev. I bet we have. I used to be skinny, though. Thekla. Yeah. That's a weird... I always feel sick on that. And it's like, it's on a slope, so you feel off kilter. I mean, you can't fall over, though, because the floor's so fucking sticky. Foo Fighters... I've got a weird thing with the Foo Fighters, that I loved the first two albums, and then I got very bored of them. When they got massive, like Learn to Fly and stuff, I was like, what's this bubblegum shit? You ever go to Beer Keller Rock Night? Yeah. Yeah. Played Take This Life so many times when it dropped on the Scuzz music channel. Yeah. Can we all agree that Ricky Martin is the best?
Yeah. Oh, fucking twat.
You earned that, Al. You earned that. do wonder. Is he? I don't know if he's still in the chat. I nearly said his real name then. Snap Crackle. Are you still playing? Are you still in any bands? Used to basically be there every Friday. I only went in now and again because obviously I didn't drive until I was in my early 30s. I rode motorbikes and stuff, but I was always just pissed up, you know. Gotta go cooking chicken and rice for supper. Happy anniversary, Beardo. Thank you, Kelly. It's mad that this child's been going 5 fucking years. The Haunted. Jesus, I forgot about them. They were on that DVD too. And Avenged Sevenfold. And, I don't know if any of you guys will ever heard of them. There's a band called 18 Visions. I loved them. And then they brought out a shit album and never heard anything from them again. Counting Crows, to be honest, I could probably only tell you 2 or 3 Counting Crows songs because they were at that time of my life where if it was metal, I hated it. You lot should be sending me song requests. It's a good idea, Womble. I mean, the air conditioners going to hand. If you can scan that QR code, you can make requests on the bikers. It's not going to see it. I don't know. I'll have to post that. The Haunted are becoming legends. Are they? I thought they were only around for like a short time. Got quite an eclectic taste in music. My wife does. She listens to so much different varieties and stuff. Some of it I enjoy. Some of it I'm like she'll listen to dubstep. It'll be like, who's the guy that did an album with Korn? That was like a big dubstep guy. He was in a metal band before he did dubstep. That'll bug me. I don't care. I fucking hate the music. But she'll go from that, and then she'll go into like classical music, and then from classical music to Rage Against the Machine, and then from Rage Against the Machine to some Europop. Out Skrillex, that's the one. Because he was in a metal band, right? Brutal Truth. I don't remember them. I've never heard of them. We all know Beardo's favourite band is Backstreet. Cassidy May! You're grounded twice now. Happy birthday, you little shit. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. He was in a... Yeah, he was. It began with an E. Emure or... Emure or... I can't remember what they were called. They were a European band, weren't they? Emure. M-E-M-U-R-E, I think. I might be wrong. Beardo was to take that fan to... Shut the fuck up, Dean Bailey. I know where you live. Never into boy bands except this, right? I made that song better. I don't care what anyone says. I made that song better by purposely making it fucking awful. It's a guilty pleasure. People might actually think that I enjoy the Backstreet Boys because I now have more Backstreet Boys merch than fucking Metallica t-shirts. Mostly because my Metallica t-shirts don't fit me. Beardo's favourite song is Ha 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 by the Seventh Element. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is. I do not love the Backstreet Boys. You can't make it any worse. True. Leo Motre. Is that the guy with the long, dark hair, like ringlets of hair? Because if that's what I'm thinking of, he's fucking amazing. Because he can replicate voices. Bit brassic at the moment, but fully gearing up for the next Parameet. Let's go. It's also because of the Truffle Shuffle. Because nobody knew I was doing it. People donated a lot of money to make me do the truffle shuffle, and I always refused. So I just snuck it in there. Congratulations on the channel anniversary. I know, it's cool, right? I mean, I don't count the anniversary until August, when I changed this channel from Call of Duty into a paranormal channel. I don't have a soft spot for the Backstreet Boys. I fucking hate them. Thunderwind, but Diggy Diggy Hole. Diggy Diggy Hole? What? Jelly Roll? I don't know what Jelly Roll does other than he was in the wrestling for a little bit. I think he does like country rap or some shit. Beatles, Grandad, we love you, and remember you're a womble. Hey. Remember you're a womble was a fucking banger. Anything done by the... Hey, I like The Cure. I do like The Cure. I mean, the song Burn off the Crow soundtrack. Epic. Epic song. Epic. Speaking of epic songs.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Why are people saying Diggy Diggy Hole? I don't know what it is. Jelly Roll Morton. I don't know much about him other than he lost a shitload of weight to get into the wrestling. Lordy. I went to watch Lordy and I'd never heard of him. And I just came out of there dripping in whatever the fuck they were spraying out of cannons, and they were like dressed as monsters and shit. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'd been at the Devil's Lettuce and I was like, what the fuck is in this joint? Because what am I watching? And then a couple of years later, they turned up on Eurovision. I was like, that's them. I thought I imagined that because I was high. Because there was another guy. I don't know if any of you will remember this guy. There was a guy called Mortis, and he dressed up like an evil elf or something. He had a big crooked nose. I'd never heard of him. Oh, that was Gwar. Vixen Moo, that was Gwar. They look similar. I accidentally saw Mortis at a festival, and I'd been doing stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? There's a demon on the stage. He freaked me the fuck out. Search Diggy Diggy Hole by Windrose, Dwarf Metal. It's fucking epic. I'm going to have to look for that. The devil is a loser. Mortis, Paradise God is a good song. Do you know, I couldn't tell you a song by him. But I remember going to a festival. I was quite young. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy? I thought I was tripping. And then, I think he got on the cover of Kerrang once, and I was like, that's that evil elf. Hey, Kenny Biddle, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Lordy, you're awesome. Yeah, I got Lordy mixed up with Gwar. I did. Because there was a spate of bands just like with prosthetics and just spraying shit on people. It was weird. Certainly Discord tagged you for Diggy Diggy Hole. You're welcome. Thank you, Mickey. If someone recommended me Paramore, the video I saw, I was so confused. My daughter listens to them. Have I heard all of the Mike Patton bands? No. I wouldn't say I listened to all of them. I'm trying to think. I can only think. Obviously, there's Faith No. What was the really fucking weird one he did? There was like a really out there band he did. I Spike from the Choir Boy many times. She once got me drunk for my birthday. Lordy made. So I was in my mate Mike's house. If my mate from earlier still here, he'll know Mike. We had a Eurovision party at his house. First time we'd ever done it because Lordy were playing. They still do the Eurovision party at his house. I've never gone again because they want a metal band. Because Electric Callboy were trying to get on Eurovision. There was a massive movement to get them on there, and they didn't make it. You've done security for the choir boys. Creed Kafer, how are you doing? Who's done that? Apparently Canada is taking part. It'll never get... See, Eurovision's just Mr. Bungle and Phantomus. Those I have 100% got CDs of. I think I've probably got tapes of them. Hope you don't mind, but I don't mind anyone joining the Discord. There's a introduction section. Introduce yourself. Generally, people are in the main chat. But I'll be honest, Discord's a little quiet. It's like the core community is in Discord. Facebook is a lot more busy. If I've got any mods, could you drop the Facebook link, please? We don't disrespect Baby Metal. I didn't like Baby Metal until I saw that song Ratatatata. That's during earlier on when I was saying I'd like to do like a round table maybe once a month with Kev Kerr, Paranormal Monkey, and I was like, there was somebody Kenny Biddle. I'd love to get Kenny Biddle on something like that, like a monthly, not shit talking, not debunking, maybe looking for something good going on in the paranormal and trying to discuss that, or even what we could do better in the paranormal. Because I think those are important questions and important discussions to be had. Because I've had an email today that I found very interesting. I think myself, Kenny Biddle, most of the debunkers are tied into it. I'm not going to say too much because we're keeping it faceless because we don't want people getting involved just because of YouTubers. And my suggestion was like, Kev Kerr, if we're going to do this legitimately and try to help people, I want to bring Kev Kerr in because the guy knows more than I've probably forgotten in my life. Let's do it. I'd be well up for that. Like a more I mean, we could rant now and again, but everyone's ranting, everyone's shouting, everyone's like, and it ain't all fucking doom and gloom. To the point where this week I don't have a doom and gloom debunking video. Tomorrow's video is I was sent things calling a channel that I really don't like fake, and it was wrong, so I'm righting that wrong. And then Saturday, if you remember in the channel, that video's out now, going back to what sort of alerted me to debunking, and it was Taps. There was 2 episodes that stuck out, and I tried everything to find these episodes. It's been copyright claimed by Lionsgate. So I'll never earn a penny off it, and I don't fucking care. It's like, this is the moment where it made sense to me that I was watching these shows, going out to replicate these shows, couldn't get the same thing, and Taps went out and I'm like, there's a fitting up there, there's a pump, there's a fucking mask and a light behind that mirror, there's a sensor on that door that plays a voice, and then the quilt that unravelled itself. So that's my Saturday video, because there's so much. And listen, I'm not slating anyone. I'm not going to go at anyone that's angry for whatever reason. I'm staying the fuck out of all of it. And I'm just like, instead of just adding and maybe pissing more people off, I'll just do something a little bit more. It's still debunking, but more positive. And I think now and again, we need to have different conversations. Ghost Hunter's literally on YouTube. Yeah, but it was to try and find those specific clips and those specific episodes, because I knew, I knew the name of it until I've just been put on the spot. The building where it was rigged. I knew that was season 4, episode 8, I think. I found that on YouTube. But if you just try to screen record it, so I changed the pitch, I changed the tone, I added a TV film damage screen, and I couldn't get away with any of it. I reversed the image, I couldn't get away with it. And I was like, I'll take that film damage off and just play the original clips then. And Lionsgate, I messaged Jason, I was like, I'm not having a go. I know it's nothing to do with you, but is there anything I can do? And he's like, I can't even play tap stuff. But yeah, I once a month to do something, a little round table with the likes of Kev Kerr, Kenny Biddle. Now, Kenny Biddle doesn't call himself a debunker. He is an investigator. He investigates claims. I call myself a debunker because that's what I was labelled before I even realised there were debunkers on YouTube. So it would be like the debunker and then the three guys that are investigators. Obviously, Justin doesn't investigate as much. He's a podcast host now. But Kev Kerr is a phenomenal investigator. I've learned so much from him. I've learned from all of them. And to just have some form of discussion that isn't this channel's fake, that channel's fake. Discussions about... I don't even know where we could go with it. But data loggers and research into history. Now, I'm not a researcher, but my plan going forward... Yeah, I've gone over a bit. It don't matter. My plan going forward is I'm stopping going into buildings and doing what other YouTubers do, because I've done that for 4 or 5 years. 3 years on YouTube, 4 years on YouTube, but I think I've proved to myself that doing what YouTubers do doesn't give me the same results. So my plan is to go to these locations, and because I always go in blind, I don't want to know the history. Now I'm going to look at the very specific claims from the same buildings I've investigated a number of times and try to recreate those things with the human element. Can I recreate them? Not through faking, but, you know, this is what happened. Does it happen naturally? No, it's been 5 hours. That crucifix, for example, hasn't moved. Right. Let's do something with it to see if we can get the same effect. It's something I learned from Kenny, because I watched Kenny go into a house, and all he did was get a little bottle of water and go, apparently this wall, if you throw holy water on it, it shakes or bleeds or whatever it was. And he did that, and he went, debunked. And I'm like, we could do that for these really old cases. Like, there are certain objects that are very famous for very certain actions in certain UK locations. I want to do that and test it. The only one that I've got I won't be doing that in is the Four Crosses, because I've gone there, ignored the fact that it's haunted, and just drank with Mike and Lee and had really weird things happen. And I've recovered one of my memory cards from the Four Crosses, and there's something really fucking weird happens in my room when I'm sleeping. And I'm still trying to work out what the hell it could be. I'll probably have to ask Kenny, but I'm going to put the video out first. I was going with the idea that debunking is, 1, the result of an investigation, 2, there's already a claim made that further investigation clarify. Yeah, I was a reaction channel that sort of fell into debunking. Tiny, funny you should mention that, because 30 East Drive is the second investigation this month. And at 30 East Drive, I've spoken to the Bristol boys, and I've got a plan. I've written down all of the original claims, all of the objects that were moved, and all of that, and we are going to test how it... We can leave the stuff laying about for hours and just do stuff like eat and watch a movie or something and leave cameras running to see if something will happen when you ignore it, because that's one of the... It's kind of what happens, right? Then if it doesn't happen, we look at how a human could potentially trick other humans into how this is going on. Will we be successful? I don't know, but it's going to be fucking fun. And it's better than sitting there with my camera like that going, Fred, can you knock on the wall, please, Fred? Was Carol flushing a toilet? I've done that 9 times. Let's go do something different. I'm already... Yeah, I'm going to be ending soon anyway, because I'm pretty sure that Sandra is live. And if she is, we'll send everyone over there. Sounds really cool. Yeah, I'm also going to be doing the folklore stuff, and now I've spoken to the author of some local legend and folklore, and he's basically given permission to read his folklore tales, I'm going to go to these locations in South Wales, read from his book, and then investigate, because some of them are ghost stories, and then investigate those claims. And if I can, without causing problems, camp out at these really historic hauntings. You know, these hauntings are hundreds of years old, thousands in some cases. Go and investigate those, like the Goblin Stone in Candleston Castle. I've investigated Candleston Castle 30, 40 times. I've only ever put out 3 or 4 videos. I've never actually gone in search of the Goblin Stone. So the next Candleston video would probably be me and Dean or me and Mrs. Geek actually trying to find the Goblin Stone. And then seeing that if you kneel in front of it, if you can get back up. Because the rumour is, if you find it, you're forced into a kneeling position and you're not allowed to stand back up until either you die or you pray for forgiveness. I want to go and test that. I know nothing's going to happen. I know I'm going to be able to stand back up. But how cool to tell that tale specifically, find that stone and test the theory. I think it'd be really fun. There's also a thing with Crack Hill, and the devil will appear if you walk up here at midnight. So I'm going to tell the story at the bottom of Crack Hill, and then at midnight, walk up there. It'll be a 30-minute video of me walking up this really steep hill, like, well, where's the fucking devil? Nothing's going to happen, but I think it'd be really cool to get these old folklore Welsh tales out there, promote a Welsh author, and then do some bizarre experiment. They're not even experiments. Just looking at theories. I think it's cool, and it's something a little different for me. Mixing folklore, my heritage. I think, just try it. Hey, Kev, when you say that, either my knees or my back will go, so I may just get stuck there and be like, oh, fuck God, sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean it. I am just old and red. Right. I have got the link for Sandra. So, guys, if you want to go over to Bristol Paranormal Hunters, Sandra has got her live. So I've pinned the message there. Please go and check out Sandra's live stream. Appreciate you all for hanging around. I'm sorry that I went over, but I really enjoyed tonight. Really enjoyed the conversations. A few changes coming to the channel. Try and get something up off the ground with the people I consider my peers. Could be good. Will you be doing Mid-Southwest Wales Paranormal at 30 East Drive? I'm sure we'll have something parody planned. So, thank you, everybody. If I tickle your beard, I'll tickle your beard if you tell us why. Last one of the night. We'll play out on this. I'm not going to do the intro, outro. I have seen Uncanny Cold Cases, all of it. Fantastic show. I fucking love Uncanny. It's been good, thank you, mate. No worries. I appreciate you all. Thank you. How do you make Lady Gaga mad? You poke her face. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. I can see those tomatoes, you bunch of fucking bellends. You're all banned.